blast off. No, I
Uh,
feel like Elon Musk right now.
like the SpaceX that exploded.
Yes. Oh God.
I wonder if Elon Musk dies a little bit inside every time his stuff
Oh,
explodes.
that was horrible. You nailed the landing, and it's like, oh man, you didn't make it. It just blew up.
Unfortunate.
Oh my God. Oh, so we are live, and
We are here.
and
I'm here.
and it's so good to have my lovely co-host back. Oh my God.
Yes, I'm
Yes.
back.
So, coffee for everybody here.
Yes. Are you also having coffee?
I do, yeah, every time. By the way, super quick side note.
Mm.
Okay, just to be clear, for the people who just tuned in, this is still a technology show, even though I'm gonna talk about like random coffee stuff right now.
Mm-hmm.
This week,
Uh-huh.
I got coffee beans that are caffeine free. I had no idea these things even exist. And I was like,
Okay.
how do you even make coffee beans decaf? So it's coffeini vaba.
Uh-huh.
And they're beans.
Interesting.
Yeah, what?
Interesting.
How do you, like, have you heard about this? Have you heard about, like, decaffeinated coffee beans?
Um, I heard a million years ago there was some kind of TV show about traveling, and I may be misremembering completely, but it was some kind of like East Asian country,
Okay.
maybe Cambodia or something, I don't know.
Yeah.
And they had this sort of like super expensive kind of luxury coffee
Mm-hmm.
thing, which was caffeine free. And the way I understood it was that they had certain kind of variety, certain breed of monkeys or lemurs, some kind of animal. So what would happen is these animals would eat the coffee beans,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
uh,
yeah.
take them through their like digestive systems
Yeah.
and poop them out,
Yeah.
and they would like lose most of the caffeine that was inside. And then they
Yes.
would collect the poopy beans,
Yeah.
clean them, like, and then make coffee out of it.
Yeah.
But I imagine that this these beans that you have some more elegant solution to that.
Maybe I am drinking poop coffee.
Was it expensive?
No.
No. Okay.
Regular 10 euros, 11 for a kilo.
Okay.
That
For a kilogram.
which is on the cheaper side actually.
Yeah. Okay. Then
Um,
probably no monkeys were involved in the process or lemurs.
yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about, by the way.
Yeah. So
Copy Luwak. I think
maybe.
Copy Luwak, for those of, I don't know how it's spelled. Oh, wait. Maybe I can. Da, 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 da. Copy Luwak. Something, something, something. Yes, yes, yes. Let me share. I swear to people, we were gonna go into technology, but
Maybe.
maybe. But yeah, Coffee Luwak, this is the coffee that. Oh, God damn it. What happened? Oh, God. Okay. Coffee Luwak is the one where you. I think it was like a cat or something. Yeah, this is what the lemurs also. I believe so. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Also, it said that. Yeah, in Asia, you're right about that. Yeah, and I believe some cats also digested it, and that's how it's made. Yeah, but yeah, it's like super expensive. That's what I heard also. But yeah, copy. If you want to Google it, copy Luwak is the one.
Well, probably these ones are some chemically like processed, I imagine, or I don't know, genetically modified. I don't know.
In Cambodia, if you say, I don't
No,
believe.
no, no. I mean the ones that you have. The
Oh
ones
yeah,
that you
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
have.
I don't
It's
believe.
like impossible coffee beans,
Yeah, how do
beyond coffee
you?
beans.
My question, my, how do you even decaffeinate coffee bean? How do you like? What is the process?
Right.
Because those are like actual, like really, like they look like coffee beans, just like regular coffee beans. I don't know. Can you see that? Yeah, just
Oh yeah, they are
normal ones. Oh, it doesn't focus. Anyway, yeah,
fascinating.
which is weird. And okay, so the taste. I mean, have you ever tasted whole grain coffee? Like for my Estonian friends, viljakohv, like a grain coffee, basically. They used to.
How would that work?
I'm not completely sure because the last time I had it, I was like maybe 10 or something. Because but they still do it, but it's basically super crap. But yeah, it's tastes very like grainy, like weedy or something like that. So it's like
Okay.
anyway, yeah.
So that's how this one tastes?
It's not quite. It's not bad. It's not bad, but you can definitely tell the difference. But I would say it's like a little bit more like weedy, grainy, like nisu, like viljakohvi natukene. So it's like the Estonian words that Kyrylo-s needs to learn.
I understand it perfectly.
Really? Okay.
I will try it. Is it possible to try it somewhere, or is it like a thing that anybody does?
The coffee beans or the decaffeinated?
No, the whole grain coffee that you were just talking about.
Oh,
Not really?
maybe in a store, but I have no idea actually.
Okay.
But that would be, yeah. Anyway, yeah, super weird. And I was like, what? Anyway, without getting into the coffee stuff.
We already spent the last 10 minutes talking about coffee stuff.
Okay, I was thinking, yeah, you're right. But I was thinking another coffee-related stuff, and I didn't want to expand the story. Anyway, yeah.
Oh, you didn't set it up? You just set it?
I did.
Okay.
I did. It's already set up, but I just unplugged it for this.
For demonstration purposes?
Just for demonstration purposes, and later on, we're gonna talk about a little bit why Apple had the courtesy to remove the SD card. Oh my god, why? Because this is 10 years old. This is 2011. This is my old one. This is super old, like super crap. And it's the same size. Dude, it's the same size.
Yeah, and the funny thing is that the M1 is like almost empty on the inside.
Yes, they had the room. They have every bit of room. And look at the port difference. Dude.
Yeah, yep.
Dude, you can fit so much. And you didn't fit at least the SD card. Anyway.
Yes.
Also, funny fact, the old one has those nubbins and you can twist this. Super.
Okay.
You can twist this and this will come off. The new one doesn't. Which is
So you just have screws?
And it doesn't have screws. It doesn't have anything.
Okay. How do you open it?
I'm honestly, I don't know.
Okay.
No idea. Anyway,
Well,
I'm sure.
I've seen it open. Yes.
Yeah. I have seen him many times open also on YouTube, but also. And one other super minor difference: old one, white cable; new one, black cable. Very nice, very nice.
Is it matte black though? If it's not matte, then it's shit.
It's matte black, yeah. It's more matte than glossy.
Okay.
So it's like
Okay, good.
it's alright.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
Justifies the. Actually, I don't know. Is it more expensive than the old one? Probably, yeah, but you probably don't remember what the old one cost when you bought it.
About 4 years ago or something like that, and
Ah,
200 something, I believe,
okay.
or maybe 300, 250, 300, maybe something like that. Okay.
Well, let's get into the actual discussion.
Yes, and shout out to Meridi. Hello. We have a
Oh, we do.
first
We have
commenter.
people in chat.
Yes, but yes. So, if you have indulged us so far, we're gonna reward you with some tech news. Because, damn it, tech talk, technology talk. That's for those of you who are not familiar with this show. Anyway, yes. Let's talk about technology. So, EU antitrust regulators finalizing charges against Apple following Spotify complaint. The EU will fine Apple. Dun dun dun. Anyway,
I'm sure it's not the first time this is going to happen.
Yes, but
It can, right?
so yeah. No, yeah, but man, EU has our back here. So it's like, damn, they're looking at least someone cares.
See, UK, see what you've lost.
UK, oh my God, yeah. They have to. They will some kind of a made a separate pact with US or something like that, a separate union. So, and EU law requires companies to fix electronic goods for up to 10 years, which is also really good. I mean, really, EU has our back pretty much right about now. So
also something that Apple was criticized for.
Sorry, Apple's
Criticized for.
Yeah.
For lack of repairability.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we talked about the repairability about last week also about France making. If you want to see the story about like France requiring Apple to have like repairability ratings, so they have it on the official Apple France website. So yeah.
Interesting. We can talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, we can talk about it afterwards when we're on the second topic. Yeah. So.
And in other news / rumors, the new Switch model may be coming out in 2021 with an OLED 6-inch display and would be able to output 4K footage.
7-inch. But yeah, you said 6-inch, 7-inch.
I said 6-inch. Oh, sorry. Yeah, 7-inch.
Yes.
7-inch display.
Yes.
And Amazon is launching, or rather already launched,
Mm-hmm.
its first contactless, paymentless, cashierless food store in the UK. So we can talk about that as well.
Yes. And just a quick interruption. Merili is asking how much was the M1? I need one. I don't recommend my model because I stepped up the SSD and the RAM both, so it was basically 400 euros more on a 800 euro computer. So it's in Estonia, it starts at 800 euros, the base model, but mine was 1200, 1200 euros. So it's like, yeah, but I'm more of a power user, I guess. But for the everyday people, I would say the base model is like, if you're not like video editing or like, I don't know, programming or whatever, your photo editing or yeah.
Is it possible to get the 256 GB model with 16 GB of RAM?
Yes, there is. Yes, there
Okay.
is. And but both is pretty rare. I found basically only one company in Estonia where, at the moment, where I don't know about now, but yeah, and even they were like, yeah, it's gonna take 4 to 5 weeks. But yeah,
Oof,
and
crazy.
I got it 4 weeks on the day. It was like I paid the 5th of February and I got it on the 5th of March. So 4 weeks exactly. So yeah. Anyway. So
Since we're already talking about it,
oh yeah,
Maurice was
ahead.
asking me what, maybe you can explain,
Yep.
because I think I couldn't explain it to him
Okay,
properly.
yeah.
Maurice was wondering what is the point of a Mac Mini.
Okay. Okay.
I don't
What
think I quite understood the question.
Yeah, I
but
don't understand. At that point, I would ask Morris, what is the point of any computer then, or?
yeah, that's what I said. It's a computer that is small,
Yes. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you connect it to a monitor and
Yeah. Yeah.
keyboard, and you have a computer.
Yes. That's
So I guess maybe his question was more in a sense of why Mac Mini when you can have like a
yeah.
desktop, Windows tower, the big ass thing.
Yeah, the
With
biggest.
like with
By the way, yeah, the biggest thing. Can I? The biggest thing over there.
oh, it's quite big.
I mean, dude, this is humongous.
Chunky.
Humongous.
So I guess like in a sense it doesn't have like a GPU, like it's
Yeah,
I don't know.
different things for different use cases is my answer pretty much. Yeah, it's oh man, it's for example, our stream. I tried to without the like even my MacBook Pro 15 inch has a dedicated GPU, but it was still weak, and I'm still using my PC to stream this thing, and it didn't work with the Mac because the GPU was just too weak. It didn't encode video for OBS.
Oh, wait, can you repeat what computer are we talking about right now?
My previous MacBook Pro.
MacBook Pro, yeah.
Yeah,
which is what, 2016?
2016, yeah. Which should be like all right, just for I don't know, streaming OBS, but it wasn't. It couldn't like properly encode video from my camera and from your feed at the same time and stream it also. So it has to decode and encode both. So and it was chugging, it was lagging. This was basically a slideshow, and now it's with a proper GPU and PC. It's like it actually works. Anyway, yeah, different.
Well, Mac Mini doesn't have that. That's the thing.
Yes.
Because it still uses the integrated GPU.
Yeah, that's the thing also. Okay, yeah, I promise we will get to the topics, but yeah, this is anyway more interesting, and Merili is also really right now interested in the Mac Mini anyway. So my friend Max was also asking about the Mac Mini. So does it have a dedicated GPU? Basically the answer is no, because yeah, everything is on this one chip. That's why they make a big deal about M1, the big chip. So it's like the CPU, the brain of the computer, and the muscle of the computer, the GPU, and the RAM, I don't have a good
the blood.
The blood? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's a good one actually. Yeah, the blood. Everything is in one chip, so it's like if any of those components die, it's dead. You don't you can't even rescue it with soldering or something like that. So it's like So that's the downside, but on the upside is like the M1 is like fast as fuck. So yeah, my brief experience with the M1, man, it is effing fast. So I posted a photo also. You probably didn't see, and it was. I felt like I wanted to say this when you have to describe how fast the M1 is with one picture.
What is that? Is you? It's kind of okay. Focused.
Damn it! Focus.
It's you with a Mac Mini and what?
It's overexposed, like a super overexposed, like.
You need to make it our thumbnail for the video.
Yes, doing the clickbait. Anyway, yeah. So it's like that's what it feels like. In case you're wondering how fast the M1 is, like your life will be like fuzzy almost.
I haven't used Mac OS in many years before getting Air, so I kind of forgot. But I had previously like a complete trash Windows laptop, which probably doesn't even count. But I also had like a gaming laptop, Windows gaming laptop that I used for a while. And the MacBook Air is better than both of those. In particular, because Windows gaming laptops, they completely die at the moment you unplug them from the power. So they just don't function at all. And they die in like 3 hours.
Yeah.
So that was kind of like a mental boom that I had when I realized that Macs don't what's the word? Power down.
Power down, yeah. Speaking of, you segued perfectly into Mirli's comment also. Using 2015 Mac at the moment and hard drives for programming. Hard drives? I think you mean 2015 has SSDs, but SSD hard drive. Program editing and rendering. Yeah, so if you're doing editing, rendering, programming really, then you need a more powerful one. Honestly,
I don't know. As I understand, she means that she is doing these things off of an external hard drive, probably.
That could be, yeah. All right, yeah, that could be it.
I think it's a good alternative to just paying absurd amounts of money for the Apple's SSD capacity. When I was getting my laptop, it was like what? I have the base model, the 256 Air. It was, do I want to pay 170 euros more to double the capacity? I checked then like external SSDs, like some good Samsung ones, and you can get like a 1 terabyte SSD for the same 170 euros.
Yeah, that's
instead of getting 240 extra gig or 256 extra gigabytes. So I think it's a valid thing using external SSDs when you like use Apple laptops and PCs.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it's mostly either you accept like something hanging off of your computer or not. Basically, that's the only convenience, pretty much.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, if you want like a super minimal, clean look, but since I'm not the kind of guy anyway, so I will have anyway plugged everything into it. So it's like, and that's why. But most people should get the Air or the Pro, either one of them. But Mac Mini is because most of the people are mobile. Well, not right now because COVID and stuff, but so in general they are like moving around constantly, so they need to have meetings and stuff. So laptop, only way to go. Because you can't,
I suppose.
Yeah, because you can't take Mac Mini with you basically to like a coffee shop or something. So it doesn't make sense.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So, for me, this is the perfect machine because I have all my peripherals like mice and keyboards and everything, and monitors. So yeah. So merely for you, I believe. Yeah, I don't know, MacBook Pro or MacBook Air, whichever you. They're both. It's very close. This iteration of M1, it's very close. I mean, it used to be that the Pro is more powerful because of the fans, but the M1 is so efficient that the gains from the fan, it's like not that big, honestly. It's not, it's basically comes down to if you want to have a touch bar and what was the other one?
Fan.
Yeah, fan and touch bar, right? There was something else, right? No?
Uh,
Damn it.
a little bit brighter screen.
Oh yeah. But you won't notice that, so yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. The Air is plenty bright.
Yeah,
I never had it
exactly.
at max
Exactly.
brightness.
You will never know the difference if you're not having them side by side. Anyway, yeah. So yeah.
I wonder if we will see Apple maybe discontinuing the 13-inch Pro model, because this year it seems particularly pointless. Like honestly. So it could be that maybe they will do like a 14-inch and 16-inch Pros.
Yeah. There have been rumors of a 14-inch, and yeah, the next 16-inch also. So it's like, we'll see. I mean, guess they're gonna maybe differentiate. The from the screen size maybe. So the Air will be maybe the 13-inch, and the Pro will be the 14-inch now, or something like that. So maybe.
I also heard that Air is being redesigned as well.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, but as of right now, the next one on the line should be the iMac. I believe the iMac is. I think the.
Yeah. iMacs.
The next one.
The trash can Mac Pro probably is going to happen. Or maybe not trash can, but maybe like downsized.
The mini
cheese grater.
Yeah, the cheese
grater.
Yeah. The mini cheese grater. I heard also some rumors about it, so it's like.
Oh my god! Let's not get into that because we could also talk about the reportedly leaked benchmarks for the M1X. That is like.
Dude, I haven't seen.
More power.
Oh.
Really?
Really? I haven't seen. Wow, it was a crazy week. But yeah, so report it. We have to talk about that. But after.
I don't know. There's nothing really to talk about. So basically, if the leaked. Huh?
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. So if the leaked benchmarks are like close to the reality. The M1X, so there's going to be, I assume, in everything, like all iMacs and 16-inch Pros. It's just like the most powerful laptop CPU on the market by like a wide margin. It's going to be so powerful that it's going to be comparable to like desktop high-end CPUs from AMD and stuff. While like requiring half or less than half power.
Yeah,
it's kind of crazy.
It is. My only concern is about what about the GPU? Because that's the only. That's my biggest concern. Also, my good friend Max was also basically like, yeah, I need a proper GPU because I'm rendering stuff, video rendering stuff all the time, basically every week, every day almost.
Rendering what?
So
video?
Yeah, video. He's a professional videographer. So
Okay.
shooting video every day, pretty much. Yeah. I don't. Yeah. The M1 right now, it's from the videos I have never I have not rendered any videos right now, but what I'm seeing on the internet, it's really good on video rendering as well already. So it's like when the next step up comes from M1X or whatever it's gonna be called, then yeah, should be all right. It should be. The efficiency is there. Oh, super.
I think we need to.
Yeah, sorry.
I think we will have to maybe recontextualize how we look at GPUs as well, because like,
Yeah.
sure, M1 doesn't have like the most powerful GPU available, and you probably, if you are a professional videographer, this isn't like the computer for you.
Yeah,
but I don't think that people should disregard the whatever, like 16-inch MacBook Pros or iMacs if they are like professionals, but if they also have, integrated whatever is going to be GPU, because even M1 with like measly, I don't know, like 2 teraflops of video capabilities, but considering the like video encoders that it has and everything, it like compares to, oh my god, it compares to Mac Pro in terms of video rendering. That costs like 5 times more.
Yeah. It's super weird. Or also one bizarre thing. Okay, back to the Mac Mini a little bit. These both have the same power supply. Well, I mean, it's a bit newer, of course, but they have the same wattage. So they're both 150 watt. And the Intel one, the 10-year-old one, was consuming spikes of 150. The new M1, under full maximum load, 40. So it's like, it's hilariously overkill for this machine, basically. So it's like, and they didn't even redesign the power supply in this thing. So that's kind of funny to me also. But yeah, so it's like,
it was probably cheaper to recycle than to design.
Yeah. That's the Apple. That's Apple at its peak. If it ain't broke, it don't fix it. So yeah. So
I think that many people are underestimating the fact how much less power Apple stuff is consuming.
This is honestly the biggest thing of M1. How efficient it is. It's like,
because
basically mind-blowing. Yeah.
It's like if the new chip comes out for MacBook Pros and stuff, and it like trades blows with like the PC CPUs, and consumes like, I don't know, 70 watts of power compared to like 150 or more, or 200, I don't know, but it's probably that's something in that range. And does it matter if it has like discrete graphics?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if it works, it works.
Yeah. So also for Merrily, if you care about battery life at all, just if you haven't seen the numbers, the new MacBooks have like 20 hours of battery life, so which is like, what? So yeah. And yeah, depending on how you use it. So, but yeah.
Yeah,
so,
it wouldn't last for 20 hours while rendering.
Yeah.
And editing, of course.
Yeah, but for web browsing, 20 hours, I believe that with Safari, which is the more efficient browser anyway. So it's like doable. Anyway, like 20 hours, dude. That is like, I have heard people that are basically like browsing like 3-4 days per day and charging their MacBook once a week, which is like, okay.
I can see that. It also doesn't lose charge pretty much
Yeah,
at all
yeah, yeah.
when you are not using them. So
Yeah,
yeah, I can see that.
Apple is the king of standby battery life also. Because yeah.
I'm excited, even though I'm not interested in MacBook Pro 16-inch because
Mhm.
of course it's gonna cost. I wonder how they're gonna justify it, because I'm sure it's gonna be cheaper to manufacture MacBook Pro 16-inch, but I'm sure they will want to charge a lot of money for it.
Oh yeah. That's
You
why
know?
honestly, that's why I pulled the trigger on the Mac Mini, because I knew it's gonna be 2,500 plus euros anyway, so there's no way
Yeah.
there's no way they're gonna charge they're gonna hype it up with the power and stuff, so it's gonna
Let me
be the
see.
most powerful laptop ever on the planet, so it's of course it's gonna be 3,000 euros, of course.
Let me see how much the previous iteration goes for. So the base model of the 2019,
16
what? 2,800 euros?
Yes. Yes.
Oh wait, what does it have? Okay, continue. I'm gonna just check the.
No, yeah, that's what I'm expecting also. And do you know how long you have to wait before those prices get any reasonable, under 2,000 euros at least? So
Yeah, totally.
you have to wait at least a year with the new M1 capabilities. Oh my god,
The what's the word?
the meme with me waiting for my new MacBook with old skeleton.
The 2019 model. I don't know when exactly it came out, but whatever, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
2,800 euros in Estonia.
Yeah.
On sale, 50 euros off right now.
Dude,
50.
Nice. 50 euros.
Or, can you imagine? You can buy something. You can buy a Magic Mouse probably for that money.
Oh my god.
Okay, now that I saw this price, I actually think that, okay, this is but I'm sure they're going to be announced soon. But I think the M1 16-inch MacBook Pro is going to be less than that.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Even if it's 2,500, 2,500 euros, so it's
Wait.
yeah, but they're gonna hold the value so well compared to the Intel ones.
Okay, I need to check the actual Apple prices. MacBook Pro 16-inch.
Where are you looking?
The default
Euronext?
Apple.com.
Apple.com.
No, I'm checking the actual price.
Okay.
Of course, it's going to be different in Estonia because of
Mhm.
course it is. The same model that I was checking has $2,400 price on Apple.
Yep. Something like that, yeah.
I think it's going to be $2,000 at most. I think they're going to cut the price.
Really?
I think so. Because it's not going to have a dedicated GPU anymore. So it's one less component that just doesn't exist anymore.
But they didn't cut the price on the Pro or the Air also.
I suppose.
But they cut the price on the Mac Mini, yes.
Yeah.
But that was a weird move anyway. But I'll take it. So anyway, but yeah, MacBook Pro and MacBook Air, they were
They didn't cut the price, but they doubled the storage on MacBook Air.
Okay, yeah.
But still, for 999 euro, well, yeah, I mean, 1,100 euros in Estonia, it's quite a deal.
Yeah,
but
that's all right.
2,400. I mean, looking at the specs that this model has, it's I don't know about that.
Yeah,
I don't know about paying 20. This is I feel it's used to be very normal when you buy Apple laptops and computers to be okay, well, I'm overpaying right now. But I know there's good stuff.
Yeah,
But you don't get that feeling when you buy M1 like MacBook Air, for example. You know,
You mean
I
the
feel like
you mean the feeling of not
that I'm paying too
get
much for what I'm getting, you know.
you really
Yeah, I
even
think so.
okay.
Oh my God, I was just watching a video, side-by-side comparison. Default $1,000 MacBook Air and $1,200 LG Gram. Everybody on YouTube is now, I guess they paid
Yeah,
whatever, sponsored. But it's complete trash. You pay $200 more and it's garbage. Like it's absolute garbage, you know?
in terms of the speed, right? You mean
In terms of everything.
everything, yeah.
The display, the build quality, the materials,
And
the constant like
and
flexing of all the parts.
yeah, and 2 minutes ago you said you feel like you're paying too much for the MacBook.
No. I said that in the past.
Oh, in the
Like
past.
even if we take like 2020, early 2020 MacBook Air with i3, and you buy it for $1,000,
Yeah.
you're overpaying for what you're getting.
Oh yeah,
you know?
that was the meme pretty much. That everybody felt like I moved the Windows because I was tired of overpaying. Basically, that's the meme out there. So it's like, but now it's like the tables have turned. Dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun.
So it was like you're paying $1,000 to be able to like check your mail and browse Safari, and write some scripts for your YouTube channel or whatever.
Yeah,
But now,
the $2,000 Facebook machine.
why $2,000?
Because the more expensive MacBook Pros were 2,000.
Ah,
so
okay.
It's like,
No, I'm talking about this.
Okay, well,
i3 MacBook Air.
You know, $1,000 Facebook machine.
But you get so much more with M1. Like it's not even comparable. You can, but it's still, $1,000. So right now I'm not feeling like I paid more than I should have. Actually, in fact, I would say that they could have made M1 MacBook Air worse, and it would have still been a deal. It would still been okay.
Yeah.
Which is something I would have expected from Apple, but maybe they wanted to flex on everybody with what they can do with like first iteration.
Maybe, yeah.
But now, like, I feel like they will look at the 16-inch MacBook Pro and be like, okay, are we giving you enough of stuff for $2,400? Because that's a lot of money. That's 2.5 times more. Money.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't see them lowering the price. But yeah, we'll see.
I think actually at that point also Mac Pro is going to be cheaper when it comes out.
That's
I believe
the Mac Pro is ridiculously overpriced anyway. So I believe they maybe the first price, the initial price for the first one was like just to justify the research and all the development that went into it, maybe, and now they have recouped some of it at least. So now maybe they have like some kind of the Mac Pro Mini should be way more reasonable anyway. So, but anyway,
the alternative solution to lowering the price, I feel like, if they could just release the 16-inch model for the same price and have every port conceivable in it, bring back everything.
Oh, dude, yeah. Have you seen the rumors?
Because it will have so much room inside for shit, The same way as a Mac Mini does.
Yeah, but dude, it's still SD card missing. What the fuck? Yeah, that's what I mean, dude. But that's the thing. The M1 in the current state, not the M1X, the M1 currently is only capable to have two Thunderbolt ports.
Yeah.
Not 4.
Yeah.
So there isn't like a 4-port MacBook Pro out there or something like that.
Yeah.
Which was previously the case. And even the LAN port. The LAN port is 1 gigabit now. which was previously, well, you could upgrade it to 10 gigabit, which was also, so I believe that's also like a limitation of the M1 currently. So yeah, it has to have like a second controller built into it, but that would require the chip to be larger. I feel I believe I read somewhere. Anyway,
I'm sure the 14-inch Pro and 16-inch Pro will have 14.
Oh,
Four slots.
yeah, for sure.
There is no way.
There is no way.
I refuse.
To
believe that it wouldn't.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, exciting. Oh, I just noted. I just realized I didn't try out the iPad apps or iOS apps on my Mac Mini because I can now. Damn it! I wanted to try out.
You can.
Yeah, I will do that later. But yeah, I didn't realize. Yeah, iOS apps. Anyhow, my brother Silver asks that what's the boot time on the M1 Mac Mini? The boot time. I haven't measured it, but I don't know, seconds. Under 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Under 5 seconds, pretty sure.
Boot from what? From shutdown?
From shutdown, yeah.
Or from sleep?
From sleep, it's like second to 2 seconds maybe. But
yeah,
from
it's really fast.
Yeah. It's pretty fast. So it's like the SSD is pretty good. I believe the SSD is also included in the M1 now, or is it separate?
Yeah, everything is together. Everything
right?
is on one thing.
M1 storage.
RAM and storage.
Yeah, RAM,
there.
storage, CPU. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, shall we talk about
that? We've already been talking for 40 minutes.
Yes.
So I guess we should speed through all of these items.
I mean,
at this point.
Yes. So, and that's why I'm having my cola flavor shot. And it's just to speed through everything here. Yeah. Your favorite, cola flavor.
I find cola flavored anything offensive.
Offensive.
It personally offends me.
Very nice.
It never tastes good. It never tastes as it should. It always tastes like Coca-Cola. But
yeah.
Like, come on.
So, cheers to you.
Yeah. Cheers. I would just have some good old coffee flavored coffee.
Oh my god. Yes. Oh, this is like a sour cola also. Yes.
You start. I didn't really have much to say about this first item.
Yeah. So, Spotify. And the Spotify complaint basically. So for those of you who are not in the loop, what happened exactly? 2020 June, Spotify filed an antitrust complaint with the European Commission, accusing Apple of giving itself an unfair advantage at every turn. So Apple responded to Spotify's complaint at the time and accusing Spotify of knowingly presenting false information regarding the fees it pays to Apple through the App Store. So yeah, and the European Commission formally opened an investigation into Apple's conduct related to the App Store and Apple Pay in June 2020. So Spotify filed the antitrust complaint way before that, so it's almost 2 years ago, not June in 2020, but before that. So, but the investigation started at June in 2020, and now, and the investigation centers on the mandatory use of Apple's in-app purchase system for third-party apps and the 30% revenue cut that implies. So yeah, this is the Epic Games and this thing all over again. So the 30% and man, and now the news right now is basically that let me scroll. Reuters reported today that the EU antitrust regulators are now finalizing a charge sheet against Apple following Spotify's complaints. So what this basically means is EU, the European Union, found enough of evidence of basically Apple doing the wrong. So yeah, Apple is as you guys probably know, Apple wants you, if you're on Apple's App Store, they want you to pay through their own payment system, which, I mean, it's their store, yes, but since Apple...
It is a standard practice for everyone.
Yeah, so if... It's kind of a gray area in the sense of like, yeah, if it's your store, you have, when it's your store, when you build like a mall or something like that, like a department store, you can lay down the rules. Like it's your department store. You have like, so if you want to sell here, then yeah, these are the rules that you have to follow and we'll be all good. And but yeah, Apple is now the rules basically change when you have like basically like a monopoly type of situation that Apple is basically in right now, because Apple is the biggest one by a lot. So now it's like Apple...
Biggest what?
Biggest app platform that like...
Well, surely Google Play Store is bigger than App Store, right?
Yes, but in terms of
maybe not in revenue.
Yeah, that's what I mean, revenue. But Google Play is also, the amount of apps, sure, yeah. I believe Google Play is maybe bigger even. I don't know the numbers exactly right now, but yeah. But in terms of like revenue, so it's like Apple is pretty much the first choice for developers because that's where the money is. And Google Play is also big, sure, but nowhere near in terms of like revenue and profit wise. So it's like, and that's basically the whole investigation that EU is saying, dude, this looks like a really high percentage and basically,
this is exactly the same as the Epic Apple. Well, it should be said that Apple lowered the percentage that they take from developers.
Yeah.
For everyone who makes less than $1 million per year, is that correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which doesn't really change much for Apple because that's not where they get money from.
Yeah.
What was it that they get 90% of their profits?
It's something like 97% of the biggest ones that they... The 97% comes from... the revenue comes from the which are over 1 million anyway, so...
Yeah. So it doesn't change that much for Apple.
Yeah.
But it was one of the complaints that Epic had, so that's what they did. And I'm sure that Spotify is also another company like Epic that makes Apple a lot of money because it's a very popular music streaming platform.
Yeah, exactly.
However, I find it very hard to sympathize with Spotify in this case because App Store is not the only place for you to subscribe to Spotify.
Yeah.
You can subscribe to Spotify using a browser on your laptop, and you won't have to pay Apple anything. Then you download the app, log into your credentials on your iPhone, and there you have it. You don't pay Apple anything.
Yeah.
Of course, it's more convenient to maybe use the iPhone app because that's where most people use Spotify on,
Yeah.
through phones.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, I cannot understand how they can like push the argument that they are monopolizing something when you can literally pay for Spotify in like 20 other ways.
Yeah, but I feel I'm pretty sure the numbers say it's pretty sure the numbers are something like, I don't know, 96% of the people subscribe through the app or something inside the app store.
Okay.
So it's like I'm pretty sure that's the case, because most people are not like, don't want to go through the browser and stuff. So, but yeah, that's the same solution about the Epic games also. That Epic subscriptions are like, Epic is actively promoting going through the browser on Safari and subscribe.
Which you can also do.
Yeah, which you can do. Yeah.
Yeah. I just like the argument that it's malicious completely like doesn't hold up in this case, because Apple doesn't like lock you and like blocks all your other devices. We're like, no, you can only subscribe to Spotify through your in-app purchases.
Oh, sorry.
They aren't actively advertising other ways to do that, but they don't have to. So
yeah,
I don't know,
but
I'm not seeing it.
And I know also that the contract on Apple's side says that you can't promote inside the app to go somewhere else also. That's like a point in the Apple's contract. You can't mention any other way to subscribe to you on Epic or on Spotify, or you can't mention anything about any other possibilities.
Right.
But Spotify and Epic can mention their own, like on their website, on their like Twitter, or whenever they
I mean, then this problem of how many people actually go to Spotify.com and read like news about Spotify.
Yes, that is the
10.
Yeah.
But Apple has nothing to do with that, honestly. Of course, most people choose to pay through their phones because it's convenient.
Yeah.
And App Store is there to be convenient for you to spend money on.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, we'll see what the EU will come up with.
Yeah, and but yeah, this is big. I mean, EU has recently. I feel like European Union is like really stepping up their like privacy game and everything game, pretty much, like from the big tech companies like Facebook and Google and Apple and everybody, pretty much. So yeah, I don't know. Feels good to live in the EU, I feel like.
If any of the EU officials, if Ursula herself is the president of the EU Commission is watching this right now, which she should, how come we don't have a refund policies for digital storefronts still? Like PlayStation Store and eShop and stuff.
That is brutal. What the hell is that?
I understand
Yes.
that Spotify wants to make more money, but this pales in comparison to the absolute like anarchy that is going on in digital storefronts. We keep hearing reports that like 85, 90, 95% of all the media purchases are done online.
Yep.
And you can't refund video games that you buy. You can't at all, because
so
what happens is that the moment you start downloading the game to your console, your refund rights are revoked, and the downloads start the moment you buy the game.
Yeah.
So you have to actively try. You have to actively say that you don't want to download the game to refund it. But
yeah, I'm familiar with the situation. Yeah, but I read about it also. But yeah, so it's like, in some terms, EU is way behind. Yeah, and that's one of the things that's still so way behind.
I mean, I'm happy to see these things, because these are all kind of related
Mm-hmm.
because, well, yeah, you can argue that Apple is like, whatever, actively like preventing companies from, I don't fucking know, charging their users through like neutral ways or something. But, Sony is basically preventing you from refunding the games.
Yeah.
Which makes it even more interesting because you have Steam, which does have a adequate, I would say, refund policy for games.
Yep.
Not ideal, but still. Of course, nobody's gonna like be like, oh, we want like a 14-day, full refund like we have for physical goods or whatever.
Yeah.
Of course, nobody's talking about that, but still.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Let's go through the next one. Right. You again. Okay. Yeah. We have to hurry up here because EU law requires companies to fix electronic goods for up to 10 years, which is another good point. Another good reason to live in the EU.
To clarify, it applies to consumer electronics such as fridges, washers, hair dryers, and televisions.
Mm-hmm.
So it does not apply to smartphones and computers yet.
Yes, which is.
But it probably will.
Yeah, but they need to start small and work up to the big fish.
Mm-hmm.
I have a TV.
Well, actually, I feel like they started with the biggest one. I feel like.
Oh,
because
maybe
these are the things that you
yeah.
don't really buy often, like fridges and televisions, Whereas like phones and computers, computers maybe are also closer to this other category, but phones, nobody uses phones for a decade, I think, or maybe very few people do.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah.
Random fact.
The news.
I have bought three televisions in the past 4 months, but I'm again, I'm hustling basically, so I was like, oh, cheap, must buy. Oh, and upgrading my TVs slowly because accommodation business. So, yeesh. Okay, but 10 years. That's, I don't know. How do you feel about 10 years?
Mm-hmm. So so just to clarify, so the law will apply to all 27, no longer 28, sorry, UK, countries of the European Union. So the purpose of this law is to cut the waste that happens from, stuff that gets thrown out. So the EU currently recycles 40% of the waste that is created through consumer electronics, breaking and being thrown out. So there's still like huge piles of stuff that nobody does anything about. So the point is to just, reduce environmental purpose, basically.
Yeah.
And so the law requires companies to guarantee that for decades since the official launch of the item, the manufacturers and suppliers should guarantee the easiest possible access for repairs through supplying parts, information, supplying like repair places with these things, and yeah. I think it's great.
That's awesome. Dude, 10 years is, I feel like, that's like a...
It's a good amount of time,
for those like TVs, washers, hair dryers, or refrigerators, 10 years, that's decent. Yeah, that's good. 5 years would be too less. I feel like the typical household, 10 years is, I mean, of course, it would be better if it would be like 15 years or something like that. But so at least 10 years.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't have any reference for how long the things are kept. Maybe.
I believe
Like,
I have a washing machine that is oh no, maybe not 15 years. At least 10. At least 10.
yeah.
And it's still
So to
going.
clarify,
Anyway.
it doesn't mean that it will have some kind of 10-year warranty on stuff.
Yeah.
So these repairs won't be done for free.
Yep.
So you'll have your normal 2-year or extended warranty or whatever you have,
Mm-hmm.
and then after that you would have, how you have to pay for.
Yeah.
So basically, so that it wouldn't be a headache to go and look for someone to repair your TV or something.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's good. I think it's good.
The only
Definitely.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, nothing. Definitely TVs and fridges definitely aren't something that you want to buy every 4 or 5 years.
Mm-hmm. The only thing I feel like missing right now for me is coffee machines. That would be awesome. I've been lately, oh man, getting into the whole coffee machine world a little bit. So even my friend bought a new one right now. So he was also dude, which coffee machine? And I was like, I know only one company. I can recommend you the best one in my mind, but I don't know about the others. Sorry, but yeah, I need to educate myself about some others also. People know that I'm the coffee guy, so now it's I have to know about everything, about every machine. Anyway,
about all the robot vacuums and things like that.
Yeah, robot vacuums. Oh my god, yeah. Especially when we're doing stuff like this on the internet, so people are like, oh, you know about technology. I have those 7 questions for you. Anyway, so that's about it for that. And
just at the end, so the next step for consumer groups and environmental activists is to achieve the same rate for repair for smartphones, laptops, and other small electrical devices. So we're gonna hear about it soon, I think. Oh, I'm sure companies will not be happy about that. Can you imagine?
Wait, I just read about Sweden has gone even further than most of the EU, making repairs and spare parts subject to lower value-added tax. Oh my god, that would be awesome, dude! Come on.
I like that.
I'm currently buying super random. I'm buying a water tank for a coffee machine right now, and it's just a water tank just to hold water, which broke on it didn't come with one, and I was like, okay, this can't be I don't know, over 20 euros or something, probably maybe 20 euros. It's 60 for a plastic tank that holds water. Okay, but yeah, I mean, it's specialized, yes, but it's for just a specific model, so it's but yeah, 60 euros, dude. Anyway, but yeah, so anyway, some good news, and maybe Estonia will take Sweden's approach here even, or something, or some other countries, and we will have the repair the parts from a lower value-added tax, lower VAT.
Yes, that should be.
That would be awesome,
10%.
Yeah.
Yes, that would be good.
Yeah, imagine buying your new Nintendo Switch controllers for less.
I don't think it would include accessories. I think they talk specifically about repair components.
But they are broken.
Right.
But
So you would have to pay less if you sent it for repair.
I can see that. I know what you mean in this terms of it's the device itself, but I feel like those are also like a little bit accessory because those can be like customizable. So you can buy like a separate pair of them in separate colors
Sure.
a little bit. So I don't know. Well, yeah, another topic.
Yes. Speaking of Switch, Nintendo Switch.
Yes. Oh my God. Perfect. We should launch into right now the Switch. So Nintendo Switch. Why don't you go through the news here?
Oh. So reports suggest that we may actually be seeing a new upgraded version of Switch coming out
Yes.
this year, summer perhaps. It's not confirmed, and we have been hearing reports about this pretty much every year since Nintendo Switch came out like 4 years ago. So I guess we should take it with a grain of salt, but considering what the upgrades are supposed to be, I find it quite believable that we're actually going to see something like this.
Yeah.
So the upgrades are going to be a new display. So currently Switch has a LCD panel with 720p resolution. So the regular Switch comes with a 6.2-inch display, and the mini Switch Lite comes with 5.5-inch display. So the upgraded Switch is supposed to come with a 7-inch 720p OLED panel instead of an LCD. Also, LCD panel that uses Switch has is kind of
Okay.
Could be better. Could be better. And it's supposed to also be able to output 4K in docked mode, I suspect. So these are the upgrades. It's supposed to come with the exact same size, the exact same like chassis design. So basically, it will just have slimmer bezel. So that's how they will fit a bigger display. Somebody already like made some like renders of how it might look. It looks good. It looks like I feel like it looks like how it would have looked, how it should have looked.
Yeah, how it should
the first time
from the
from the start. Yes, because the Switch has really chunky bezels. Even compared to like anything that exists in 2020, or even in 2017 when it came out, it was already kind of like chunky. Like a centimeter or a centimeter and a half of bezels. So it's good news.
I feel like
I have a Switch.
Yeah.
The regular Switch, and I think I'm interested.
Okay.
The only thing is that if it's going to use the same exact body, I suspect it's also going to use the exact same design Joy-Cons, which are going to have the exact same issue that the current ones have with drifting.
I mean, maybe if they maybe they fix it.
I have no faith. It's been 4 years, and we haven't had any like suggestions that Nintendo are actually trying to fix it. So that upsets me. Also, I'm not entirely sure if it's going to be a 720p display, but it's going to be bigger, so it's going to have even lower pixel density.
Yeah, that's.
So I'm not sure how it would look.
That's honestly the
in handheld.
The weird part for me also. Come on, at least, dude, 1080 at least. Come on, 7-inch 1080. That will be. I mean,
yeah. Another problem is that assuming that it can output 4K, I imagine it's going to have a more powerful chip inside.
Yeah, the dock. The dock will. I believe the dock will have like also a graphics chip that will enable the 4K. Then I guess.
You think it's going to be in the dock itself?
I think so. The Switch definitely will have like also like a more powerful chip inside anyway. But I believe for the 4K one, for the 4K-ness, I think the dock will have the graphics power.
So it would be like an external GPU, basically.
Yeah.
In the dock.
Yeah, I think
I can see that.
Yeah.
Also, 4K output doesn't mean that it's gonna play games in 4K. It just means that you will at least be able to stream Netflix in 4K, which is not the same thing.
Yeah.
I find it very hard to believe that Switch will have actual 4K resolution in games. But we will see. But the problem with current Switch is that there are plenty of games, for example, where the Switch struggles to output 1080p in docked and 720p in handheld mode.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
It's easier probably to name the ones that it can output in like correct resolution. So it's kind of rough. There is more than a few games that look really like unpleasant when you play in handheld mode. Well, I mean, it's all relative, of course,
Yeah.
but still, like you can go as far as like 540p in handheld. This is like, yeah.
Okay. So you can adjust the resolution on the Switch on the fly, basically.
This is the technique that all games use nowadays, dynamic resolution scaling.
Yeah. Okay.
So the game just determines how how loaded the system is, and it just like goes up and down. But there are games that also just like consistently don't play in 720p. So it's just blurry and not very pleasant looking, which I find problematic. And it started very soon after Switch came out. Like the first couple of games that came out, we're like, okay, well, you are getting this like 1080p docked and 720p handheld. But then like second year, third year Switch games already like went downhill from there.
Is it choppy only on the like little like small developers or like also big ones, like from the games that big developers also like?
Yeah, it's on everybody. Recently, I don't know what is like a high profile game. Recently, a game came out that is like a sequel to Breath of the Wild, sort of. Not exactly, but sort of, in a different genre.
Yeah.
Made not by Nintendo themselves, but like by a big Japanese developer. And it is rough. It is rough both in docked and handheld.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely not 720p locked, and it also doesn't reach the 30 frames per second, which is like. I'm dreading. We're gonna talk about it a little bit later. I'm dreading something that's gonna happen when I get something, and how it's gonna be jarring moving from that thing to the Switch, in terms of like how fluid everything works.
Wait. What are you doing? You're
doing... We're gonna
later.
talk about it at the end.
Okay.
Yeah, but overall, I'm interested. If it's gonna be the same price as Switch was when it came out, I feel like it's good. If it's gonna be more expensive, I don't see why it would be.
Yeah, I don't.
4 years.
Yeah, exactly.
It uses like cheaper OLED tech. I forgot to mention that. So it's gonna use some rigid OLED panel instead of flexible OLED panel that is used in like smartphones and stuff. So it's going to be cheaper and
I believe this will be the same price pretty much. Switch is
I think it should be.
I
don't know, in Estonia right now.
399, 400, something.
Let me see. In Estonia right now, you can buy a Switch, regular Switch, not the Lite, for 330 euros.
Oh, okay. That's less than I thought. Okay, fair enough. Okay.
Limited edition can be like 350, 360. So yeah, I feel like it should be in this range. I think it will be a tough. I mean, of course, people will buy because people will buy everything Nintendo because capitalism, and people are like, oh my god, like this remaster of Zelda that is coming that it costs $60.
Yeah.
Nintendo.
Oh, yeah, everything Zelda is also like. Instant insta buy for a lot of people. So
yeah, so people will buy it regardless, but it should be 350 euros.
Yes. Shall we move on to the Amazon launches its first cashierless store in Britain, which is I don't know, it's the future. So I basically included the story just to I don't know, because I went to one in Seattle in US, and I was like, this is awesome, this is the future, this is cool, that's how everything should be pretty much. So yeah, so this is pretty much the same concept as in the Amazon Go stores. That's what they called in US, but here in UK they called Amazon Fresh. But it's basically the same thing, as I understand it. I don't know why they wouldn't call it the same thing, Amazon Go, like in the US, but
Probably some marketing bullshit as usual.
yeah, I guess the UK people are more into fresh, I guess, or something. I don't know.
I guess, yes.
Yeah. Anyway,
Make it seem more eco.
yes,
friendly or something.
exactly.
I don't know.
We have the freshest lettuce and tomatoes. So yeah, basically, which is really cool, honestly, the technology behind it. So do you know the whole story, or what's the big deal with those stores, or are you aware?
I think so. I remember reading about the American ones.
Mm-hmm.
They basically have like a million cameras everywhere, right?
Yeah.
And these cameras track everything that you pick up and put in your basket and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so you just pick things up and put in your shopping bag or whatever, or anywhere. You don't have to, right? You don't.
Yeah, you basically don't use a shopping basket anymore.
Yeah, you just put it wherever you want.
Yeah. So if you want to watch a video about it, I have one up on my channel also, but where me and Melissa are going through the store and just picking stuff from the shelves straight into the pocket and walking out. I'm gonna be honest, it's felt really like stealing. It felt absolutely like stealing right now on the one shopping like this. Just picking stuff up, putting straight into the pocket and walking out. And nobody even saw it. So in the addition to cameras, they have also scales, a little tiny miniature scales below the products. So if you pick up stuff, the scale will it's gone from here. So it's like they're even weighing the products basically. But yeah,
it's similar to how the self-checkout things function, right? Where you beep it and then you have to put it in the shopping bag area.
Not exactly. The scales which they don't have like stuff that you have to weigh basically. They just have
that's like pressure.
Yeah, it's
sensor.
Yeah, pressure sensor or something like that. So it's like yeah. That's what I meant. Sorry, I explained it.
So it doesn't precisely calculate the difference between the weight that was there and now isn't. Right? It's kind of like hotel.
No, yeah.
Maybe it's like hotel or like fridges, right?
Yeah.
Pick it and
yeah. That's what I mean. But imagine this. The crazy part for me also was like, okay, we're gonna pick up something from here, and you do that also probably in grocery stores where you're like, oh, there's something better here for the less price even, or like, and you leave the stuff not in its original place but somewhere else, and you pick up the new one and leave the store. Imagine that.
I try not to do that, but yes,
yeah. But I'm not doing that also. Well, if I'm doing that, I'm gonna go back to the original place where I took it and put it back.
Yeah.
That's what most people, I feel like, do. Maybe, I don't know. But there's definitely some people that leave random crap anywhere. So the store has to account also for that. So that's why the cameras are like, he picked it up, but he didn't went out to the store with this item, so he left it somewhere else, and okay. And that's why they still have some store people going around. Well, at least in the store, in the Amazon Go store I went to, they still had some staff to introduce the people that yes, you have to go to the Amazon account and have to get this QR code that you have to scan before you enter the store and before you check out the store?
I don't think it will not have staff. I mean, at the very least, there has to be people who put shit
Yes.
on the shelves. So
Yeah. They have to.
it's like the same people as like nowadays when you have, these terminals that you beep stuff with,
Mhm.
and then sometimes they check to make sure that you registered everything. So at least one person will be there to like occasionally check on people.
Yeah. But yeah, just my advice, like, if you have any possibility to visit a store like this, it's pretty bizarre. I feel like, and I don't know. Yeah, the biggest feeling I had was like, okay, this felt like stealing, pretty much. Melissa was also like, this was weird, and I felt like stealing. So but yeah, later when you go out the store, you check your Amazon account, and they even have the flavors right. Yeah, nice. Which is like, what? Okay, they don't list like, they have like one can of soda. It has like diet and all kind of cherry, and so they even get the flavor right. So, which is pretty cool. I don't know. Anyway,
it's slightly dystopian surveillance state nightmare scenario.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so it's like,
this is like Mark Zuckerberg probably sees it and be like, oh, I wish this was how everybody's apartment was.
Yeah,
just like 20 cameras directly pointed at.
That's what the Facebook portal is for, right? Facebook portal, right? Yeah, the camera that you put into your home. And
but as far as like convenience goes, sure. I mean, we are one step away from that, even like in Estonia, with the terminals that you carry around with you.
Yeah,
it is not as like seamless and frictionless.
Yeah.
But it's close enough, I feel like. I always do that. I never like go to cash desks like staying in line, and I mean, occasionally you'll have to wait for a minute, with these terminals as well, if it's like a rush hour,
Yeah.
But most of the time it's just like you pick it up, boop, boop, done, paid for it, and good.
Yeah, exactly. So, and how do you gonna pay for all this? With the Samsung.
Perfect segue to our final item.
Yes, the Samsung and Mastercard fingerprint payment card. So yeah, it's exactly what it sounds like. Pretty much, you're gonna put your finger here, and that's your PIN. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is good. I like the idea.
Yeah.
Especially in the age of contactless payments that we use. I use all the time as well.
Yeah.
In Estonia, I believe 50 euros. Yes, is the limit.
Yes, I believe so. I think some banks have it more. I think maybe my bank has it.
Okay.
Let me quickly.
They raised it because of COVID, right? So people wouldn't like touch terminals and stuff.
Yeah.
I think Swedbank allows 50, but I'm not sure about others.
Yeah, my bank, 100.
100 euros, okay.
Yes. LHV. 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 Anyway.
I recently read that UK recently also raised to £100.
Yeah, but yeah, you can.
So it would make it just more secure, basically.
Basically, I feel like. Do you feel like, are we in the working towards everything paid by phone? Or I was gonna say, yeah, phone, but then I thought about like, yeah, the phone can die, or don't have, the battery can run out. So it's like, but so can the card now, because
I guess it will come with some kind of like micro battery that will power this
thinks chip. It has to, right? Because it has to light up it has to illuminate the area.
The surface, yeah.
to see your fingerprint, right? So
I guess so. I guess, well, debit cards are issued for how many years? 3 usually, or something like that? Oh no.
oh, come
You're,
on.
you
Come on, wait. I can fix this.
you can? Okay.
Seriously, what the hell? It's like 1
1 hour and 30 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, what the hell? Dude.
Anyway, I'll keep talking.
I'm back.
Okay, you fixed it. Okay. I hope your audio is also okay. I guess we'll.
Yes. Yes, my audio is still here.
Lost my thought.
Every time.
You'll have to have a battery, right, to do that. But I mean,
yeah.
Probably you have some kind of micro batteries that would last.
What the fuck? I bought I remember the fact since the last one I bought a new camera, and
Oh, you did?
yeah, and for some reason the battery on the new camera lasts less.
Less.
Which is what? Okay, I get.
Horrible.
Which is but the battery is exactly the same battery that goes into my old camera also. So the batteries are basically identical. So
Okay.
because it's the same company also, Panasonic. So the next iteration basically of my last camera.
Okay. Interesting.
But yeah, less anyway. Weird. Okay, sorry for that. Yes, but Mastercard and what was it? Samsung. Does it have us charging something then or not? It doesn't say, right?
Oh, I don't know.
Point of say. Yeah, it's not finalized, so.
Oh yeah, it's probably
It doesn't
just
say.
not coming anytime soon.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But I feel like that's like a decent middle step. Yeah, if your phone dies, I feel like we're all relying on our phones anyway. So yeah, that's why we carry around battery banks and stuff. So already, so it's like.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, but because.
I know. I do have Apple Pay connected to my phone, but every time I'm at the store and I'm paying for something, it's like, do I take a phone out of my pocket and to do the thing, or do I just take my card out of the pocket and pay with it? So it's about the same amount of effort that is needed. So I usually just use my card, even though I have Apple Pay connected.
I do this.
Watch is also awkward because these terminals you have to angle your arm closer to the terminal.
But I feel like that's a matter of time. I feel like if a lot of people are paying with their phone or watch, then they will put it somewhere reasonable, the terminal or something like that. But yeah,
I guess yeah.
But yeah, this will take years probably still. Years.
There isn't even a prototypes of this, as I understand, right?
From the card, no.
So conceptually, I like it.
Yeah.
Especially, I heard that there are scams going with the contactless payment, where people walk around with terminals and charge people's, cards from their pockets and stuff like that, and bags.
Yeah.
And I was like, if people who come up with these scams, or it's not even a scam, it's just theft, basically.
Yeah, theft, yeah.
If people who come up with these things actually put their mind to something productive,
mm-hmm.
I think the world would have been a much better place.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So that would make it impossible to do, right? Because you would have to use your fingerprint for every contactless payment, as I understand.
Yeah.
Do you know what needs to be done then? Okay, I figured it out.
Yeah.
I figured it out.
Yeah.
Although I should get millions for this, but I won't get anything. You will still be able to use this card conventionally, right?
Mm-hmm.
As a regular, when you put it inside the terminal.
Yeah.
So they should make it so that when you put it inside the terminal, as you usually would, the terminal would charge your card. Charge the chip inside the card.
Oh, yeah.
So it's gonna be there for like 5 seconds, but I mean, how big of a battery, can or wirelessly charged when you, bring it to the terminal. Fixed it.
Damn.
Samsung, if you want to hire me,
yeah,
I'm available.
That's honestly, that's good. That's pretty. That would be, yeah. Or
So
if
it would require probably different terminals, of course, but
yeah, or even
once in a while.
Yeah.
Different.
Different terminals for sure. Yeah, but
Yeah.
But why not? I mean, terminals are constantly changing anyway, so they have to. The recent change was the NFC, so yeah, so
it took a while to for everybody to convert, but I feel like nowadays it's rare to see a terminal that doesn't have an NFC reader.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
I figured it out. I solved the world economy basically.
So
yes. Claps for me.
Yes. So
if I don't get paid for this, at least put my name in some kind of technical, document or something.
I will send this video to Samsung.
Okay, good.
All right.
So we are done with the topic.
Yes. There was one other thing about the M1 that you added.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you have heard about this.
I have not actually.
You haven't? Well, I actually, it's not what I wrote isn't what actually happens, but basically the gist of it is that, that all solid state drives have an estimated amount of data that can be written and deleted and written before it has a chance to break. And people who have M1 Macs, I think it's the same for all, so Mac Minis and laptops. So basically that M1 powered laptops use too much of the swap function, when the processor writes stuff onto the SSD to free up RAM to be used. So it used more than Intel Macs before and stuff. So it uses it more, and therefore it writes more data. And users have been reporting that since the laptops came out, and I don't even know when. When was it? November? December? November? Yeah.
Yeah, November. Yeah.
So people who have had it for what is it? 3 months, 3.5 months, have been reporting that sometimes they have already 3% of the estimated lifespan of their SSD. Or 5%, or some crazy cases included 10% of the estimated amount of data already used. So people started to go crazy and check their SSD status and compare notes.
What the hell? That is crazy. Man.
So yeah, some people were like, oh, it used 10% of my maximum capacity over 3 months, so therefore my Mac is gonna die in 2 years.
Wow.
If we go by this, estimate.
Yeah.
Even though it isn't it doesn't mean that your SSD is gonna die after this.
Yeah. It's the rated lifespan.
Yeah, but it's hard to estimate because Apple doesn't disclose these figures, which SSDs it uses in any of the computers and what are the estimated, terabytes written is the term.
2 years is way too short. What?
Yeah, totally.
Way too.
I mean, these are some extreme cases, but yeah. So it's a thing that is happening. I even checked my stats. So I've had it. I don't even remember when I got it, but I estimate that it was about January 1st, whatever, is when I got it. Approximately, okay. I don't remember. So in I already forgot. So in 2 months and a week? Yeah, 2 months and a week. I have only 1.3 terabytes written on the hard drive, which according to the tools that you have in Mac or whatever, isn't even like 1%. So I still have like basically, 99.5% of this, estimate.
Yeah, but yeah, I feel like the biggest, for example, yeah, I know Linus. It's also and here mentioned like Linus Tech Tips, so yeah, shout out. No, but
you have a new one, or is it older than your hoodie?
This is way older. This is
Okay.
maybe a year old at this point. I don't know. I just got it at some point, and just to have the original black and thing. Anyway, yeah, they. I know that Linus and the team uses the Mac Mini. Well, used to use the old Intel Mac Minis as a ingest station. So it was like they shot something with the cameras and they put the SD cards into the Mac Minis, and that's how they didn't edit on the Mac Minis, but they just ingested because the Mac Minis had a 10 gig LAN port, and that was like a really relatively cheap 10 gig computer that you can transfer the data into the work editing stations basically. So according to this would be like, I don't know, Linus and the team that transfer every day terabytes of data basically. That would be like, I don't know, the Mac Mini would be like months maybe. And then the new Mac M1, I mean, would be completely in months would be done. But yeah, they didn't switch to the new one because it doesn't have 10 gig. It has only 1 gig. That's why they didn't went again with the Mac Mini. So no idea what they use right now, but yeah.
As of now, I don't think anybody, like any high profile like tech people on like YouTube and stuff, I don't think anybody has recorded their experience. I don't even know if anybody uses M1 stuff, with any like extensive capacity.
I watch some YouTubers that use M1s constantly, but I feel like that's the next storage gate or something like that, or RAM gate. I feel
it's unclear. Like, there may be some issue with tools that aren't optimized to work with like M1 architecture, so they don't read it properly, or it can be many things. Apple hasn't said anything about the situation, of course.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But I mean, if this turns out to be an actual legitimate big like problem, I feel like we can reasonably expect some kind of like program for that.
Yeah.
I mean, if they replaced butterfly keyboards, for their older Macs, then I mean, if this is like such a monumental, flaw, I feel like we can expect it, right?
Yeah, right? I believe they Apple will definitely try to fix it with software at first, and then
it's the same as this the screen gate, right, for iPhone 12 that have green tint in dark. I don't have it, so I don't really have any input on the problem. But we haven't heard anything about that.
Still no.
It's been a while. It's been a while since it became like known. So there. Maybe they'll also try to sweep it under the rug. Sweep it under the rug.
Yeah, did you see MKBHD's new video about the truth? What I really think about the iPhone?
God. I saw that he uploaded, and it's like 40 minutes long.
Yeah.
Have you?
I did. I watched the whole thing, and I was like, I'm a YouTube addict, I guess. But yeah, he was mentioning also that green tint and this thing about the display in his video. So if basically the biggest tech YouTuber is talking about it, then yeah,
I suppose, yeah. I guess. I mean, yeah. If he has this, I mean, he doesn't have to have. I mean, he just can, bring more attention to it.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
That's
what was his TLDR about iPhones?
the TLDR of the video.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nothing like new. If you have watched him and if you're aware of his stance on the iPhone, it's pretty much the same, but it's just longer. So I don't know. He's still an Android guy, I feel like, but he definitely appreciates the. He said also that, for example, his parents are using iPhones, and it's basically impossible that his parents are gonna use anything else because they're so used to iPhone. So, and to be clear, he is also carrying two phones at the same time for years and years. He's carrying the newest iPhone 12 Pro and OnePlus 8, I believe, 8 Pro. Yeah. So he's more in the Android side, but he carries and uses an iPhone every day because he likes the app quality, and he likes the build quality, and he likes the.
Oh my god, the iPhone 12 build quality.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
It is.
Overall, okay. Yeah. Here, I do think that often tech YouTubers tend to be not disappointed, but note that there isn't really any excitement around new iPhones. I mean, there is excitement on a consumer level because people buy it and they sell millions of units and have a flood of money, this stuff. But like technologically speaking, and in terms of design, an iPhone is an iPhone. You know, whether it's a 2020 model or 2021 model or 2022 model, the next year's iPhones are gonna completely break the mold.
Yeah.
Which is also kind of true for Android phones as well. I don't think that, maybe sometimes companies are more kooky with their design decisions, but I kind of reached the point where I just recently switched my phone, right?
Yeah.
So my history was that I used the original form factor of iPhone. I think, the 4. This thing, which is very similar to 12, by the way. I think a lot more similar than like 5 to 12. I don't really see that. So I skipped the 5 line, and then I had 6 and 10, which is basically the same thing, honestly, minus like the notch, the same rounded thing. And now I have 12. And yes, my excitement about the new phone lasted for about half an hour.
I
opened it, it was flat and cool looking and very sturdy. Some of the best, I think, like tactility on buttons and stuff that we've had recently with this phone, very nice. But still, it's a phone. I don't mean it in like a negative way. What I'm saying is basically that I don't need to be excited by a new phone.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I have the same thing. I have the same thing.
To me, like, phones are very utilitarian devices.
Now,
when I got
now there are I feel like also every time I get a new phone, also it's like it's the excitement about the new phone lasts for hours maybe, and then it's it.
Exactly. And I wouldn't say that like if I randomly decided to switch to an Android phone, I would have some kind of like mind-blowing experience. I mean, yes, I guess Android smartphone manufacturers maybe experiment more with designs, but it's not always good. I do like shout out to Samsung S21, the sort of like camera module decision that they made that kind of like flows from front to back. I like that. I think it's kind of interesting. But again, I mean, minus these decisions that they made, is the same exact thing. And switching to Android like software from iOS would be more stressful than exciting for me. it will be like a week or two of like complete like what the fuck is happening. Or maybe not, because at the end of the day they aren't that different.
Yeah. So I feel like also there is I don't know. iOS is iOS, and that's MKBHD is also the stance basically that you know what you're getting, and if you like the iPhone, you like the iPhone. If you don't, then you don't. That's about it. Nothing's gonna change. But yeah, I feel like I want to try the flexible display thing, folding display things also. But
I guess yes. If there is some like exciting things
Yeah.
happening in phones, that would be it.
that would be
Although
I feel like that might have the potential of like, oh, this is like a new thing, So yeah.
I don't know if it will be like a ubiquitous, viable form factor that people will like choose between. Do I want a glass sandwich or a foldable? I don't think it will. I don't know if it will ever get to that point. And also, I don't think there's any foldables right now that I would like want for myself. The closest one that I think got to the closest to being good is this, ironically, the Microsoft one. It's just like the phone itself was just shit.
Yeah.
What can you do? So maybe who knows? I'm sure Apple will have something in terms of foldables at some point. So we'll see what that looks like. But yeah, I guess that would be the disruption. But it's not like it would replace the glass sandwich that we have right now as like the standard for phones. But I'm okay with that. I don't need to be excited about. I was excited. I'm still kind of every day. Maybe it's still honeymoon period, but still, I have had this laptop for 2.5 months. And I gotten used to how good it like runs and loads and all these things. So it's like a very kind of like mundane experience to me right now, that I don't have like headaches about how slowly everything happens. But what I am still like occasionally like get intrigued by and like appreciate is just the design of the Mac laptops. I mean, yes, when you open it and look at display, yeah, sure, it could use some like slimmer looking bezels and not have this like big lines on top and bottom, sure. But like as far as like the actual design of the body and the keyboard and the trackpad and the sturdiness of it, I mean, it's like timeless design. Which is another reason why I wouldn't transition to like something like LG Gram or something. I haven't felt it, but from the way that usually tech YouTubers kind of like flex it and kind of rotate it, to feel to see what it feels like, and it looked like shit, And if you want high quality sturdy Windows laptops that are made out of aluminum or something, those things cost a lot. Like you think your Dell XPS computers, you think your Razer laptops, those things cost considerably more than $1,000 MacBook Air.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the Windows. Right now I'm also like starting to build my own computer, which is like, oh my god, where do I get the parts cheaply? But yeah, so it's like Windows as a platform. I would love to put like just Mac OS on it, and but
I was a little bit confused by Mac OS when I transitioned from Windows, but it's very quickly I was like, okay, I get it. It's like all right there.
Yeah.
Nothing is hidden. Nothing. You don't have to like go through like directory paths like to reach control panels and settings that don't have all the settings that you need, and it's like very nice.
That's very, that's how it should be, honestly. And I feel like they both have their plus, the good parts and the bad parts. But yeah, I feel like the Mac is more logical, if that makes any sense. I don't know. It makes more sense to me. and that's about it.
I agree. It's all right there,
Yeah.
There isn't anywhere to get lost in macOS,
Yeah. Yeah.
And whatever you may need, it's easy, it's a couple clicks away from you finding it. And if you don't know at all where something is, Spotlight.
Yeah, Spotlight. Exactly, Spotlight.
I use Spotlight all the time, and I never use search, Cortana. What is like the Windows?
Yeah, Windows search.
Search, yeah.
Windows search, yeah.
I never use it at all, but on Mac, all the time. Whatever app I need or something, document that I know that is there, but instead of going through like pages.
Yeah.
Open this document, open that document. Yeah.
Yeah, random tidbit. But yeah, did you know that you can click on the start menu window thing and start? Oh, now it's highlights type to start here. Okay, I don't believe it used to do that. Okay, when I now click on the Windows start menu button, there's a text box now, but I don't think that was there all the time. So I had to learn that if you want to click on the Windows start button and then you can type right away, even though there is no text field. And that was
not. Oh, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
It opens the menu thing and then you just start searching. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But there wasn't like a text. Maybe I have put it here, or I don't know. Maybe this is now the default, or no, I don't know. But yeah, I was surprised. And okay, so now this is the Windows search, how you access it. But yeah, anyway. Weird.
Yeah. And also, this is okay. We are living a crazy, it's alternate timeline.
Yes.
Where
tell me
Macs
more.
Are right now better. Well, not all of them, but if we're talking about like mortal level like technology, affordable technology that people would want to buy for themselves. Macs are just better value than Windows laptops. I was watching a video. Do you know Dave 2D? A YouTuber. He makes usually gaming laptops and just laptop reviews overall. And he was talking about how M1 Max made it a lot more difficult to review laptops right now, because unless you have specific, I want a gaming laptop. Unless you in the market for some very specific like that, it's becoming more difficult to recommend Windows, Intel-based or AMD-based laptops over MacBooks, because they're just better, and they cost less.
Yeah.
Crazy. It's an alternate timeline that we live in.
The tables have turned. That's honestly that's what I feel like also. That's why I was, for the first time ever, I have bought a Mac new, which is huge for me. This has never happened to me. In the previous, I don't know, 8 years something, I have been using Macs. The very first from the store, not used, which is crazy to me. I don't know. Yeah, doesn't look like a big deal, but yeah, for me it is. So it's and that's why I felt because the tables have turned so much that now all my MacBooks, I have to sell them. I have to get the new one because there's no competition, and the price is decent, and it's the same price almost. My MacBook Pro 3 years ago, I got for almost the same price as the completely new Mac Mini right now. Which is what? And it was used. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and I also a little bit. I feel like the Mac Mini will hold the value probably better than the Intel ones, because
I suppose, unless there is another massive gap between the 2020 one or maybe two Mac Mini model and MacBook Air model, but I don't see that happening. I mean, it could have been, but as I said, like if Apple made this model worse than it is intentionally, and then it could have another step, 2 years from then sure. But I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, of course, M2 is going to be better than M1 and all of that, but I don't think it's going to be like this drastic. There is going to be a drastic difference between M1 and the new one that's going to come out. The M1X, but I feel like it's going to be the same idea as A series chips. There's going to be M1, M1X is going to go into the like premium, expensive laptops. iMacs probably will have the same thing. And then M2 will be better than M1, but it's not going to be, outperform M1X. So that chip is going to go into Air, and if they decide to keep the 13-inch MacBook Pro as well, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, M1.
But I think M1X is going to just break the mold once again. Like last year rather, it was funny to see like M1 coming out and then Intel trying to see how good our i7, highest level i7 performs against M1.
Yeah.
But it was funny, it is funny overall, but it's funny because, if you think about it, if Apple didn't transition to M1 and kept the Intel CPUs, that i7 that Intel it was very recently, a couple weeks ago, that they were like running benchmarks and actually, our chip is actually better in some cases.
Yeah.
That i7 that they were comparing to M1 wasn't going to be in the $999 model. They would have put a shitty i3 into it. So just thinking about how big of a difference it is between what is and what could have been, if they decided to transition, 1 year later to M1.
Yeah. It's Apple right now. Yeah, it's the efficiency is so far ahead. When you're even comparing the performance, it's like Apple is still ahead, but in terms of efficiency, like in terms of like battery life per performance or per watt, there is no there is not even a competition right now, basically.
Yeah, I don't think that this is the performance is where Apple is like winning.
Yeah.
I mean, they are winning there as well.
Yeah. You can.
But the performance that they can achieve with the power that they use, that is where it blows my mind.
Yeah, that's the big one. And who knows where we go from here, I guess. But yeah.
Well, we are gonna go into M1X.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm calling this right now.
Yeah.
When M1X gets revealed or M1X powered, computers get revealed and we have official benchmarks, I think Intel is gonna go into complete breakdown. It's not gonna they're not gonna go bankrupt or anything like that.
No.
But I don't think there is anything that they are working on that is gonna be comparable.
Oh yeah, Intel is anyway struggling right now against AMD and all the others right now, because even the new Rocket Lake, the new chip 11
the next generation,
yeah, the next generation, which is gonna launch in 2 weeks now officially, but there is already a review out, which is like weird because Anand Tech, I don't know if you saw it.
Oh, I think I read something about that.
Yeah. Anand Tech already which was also really weird because Anand Tech this chip hasn't launched yet. It will launch in 2 weeks, and they just went to a European retailer. What was the European retailer? And they just bought straight from the door, from the store. And some kind of a German one. And anyway, yeah. And Intel, the newest one, basically the summary is that still underwhelming. It's not.
It's not that good, right?
Not as good as people were expecting it to be. Basically, which is like, dude, you promised us again, and it's still not as good. Oh, come on. So people are like, yeah.
It's disappointing, yes. I
Yeah.
mean, there is very little reason to even consider Intel chips right now.
Hmm.
If you have to have a Windows powered, machine, because for whatever reason you just prefer it, or
Hmm.
there is no reason to go Intel over AMD.
So yeah, that's they compared it mostly to the new Ryzen chips because yeah, of course that's the competition right now, and it was most of the tests. This was the conclusion basically. Most of the tests were AMD won most of them, and Intel won basically
Oh,
some of them.
we are talking about the desktop, right? CPUs.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I just saw you were scrolling. The TDP of these CPUs, 125 watts, 127 watts.
Yes.
Yes. So remember when I was talking that M1 benchmarks leaked or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm maybe misremembering, but maybe you can also check it out later. That the benchmarks revealed that it had comparable performance to these desktop grade CPUs while consuming like 70 watts or 65 watts.
I'm sharing the leaked benchmarks right now.
Yeah.
Did you?
Of course, it's all
Uh-huh.
It was CPU Monkey.
CPU Monkey. Yeah, CPU Monkey. Yeah. M1. Big Little. Wait, where is it? Oh my god, this website. Thermal management, yeah. 35, 45. Technical details.
Oh, wait, what?
I don't know.
Okay, never mind. Where did I get 70 from?
I don't know.
Like, can you imagine that releasing that is comparable to all those like Ryzens and stuff and Intel desktop CPUs, but it consumes 1/3 of the energy that the desktop ones consume? Like, this is where I think the innovation is not like in raw performance and things like that.
Yeah.
But the ratio of performance to energy consumption.
Dude, and this is a 16 core variant.
Right.
Wait, what? I thought maybe like, I don't know. Yeah, well, yeah. Wow.
Of course, you can also say that what does it matter how much power it draws if it's a desktop computer?
Yeah.
I guess, but still, it kind of does anyway.
Yeah, well, the engineering definitely is like, dude, you can, whatever will have a like all the computers nowadays are like all the the most people are mostly using laptops and phones which have a battery. So that's where the big money is anyway. So people, yes, people still use desktops or whatever, but this is not like the major market. This is not what most people buy anyway. Most people buy laptops and
Chromebooks
and Chromebooks and iPhones and watches and iPads and stuff. So
yeah, of course. Well, we'll have to see. Soon, I assume it's gonna be.
Are you saying
you're? 2 months.
Yeah. Are you saying you're gonna entertain the idea of upgrading to M1X?
No, I don't think so. I don't think I need it, but
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I am the target audience for that.
Yeah, I don't. Honestly, I don't. Although I would have previously said I would be the target group for this, but now I feel like yes, I do video editing also, but honestly, I can wait longer also, basically,
Uh,
if it's
I mean, if I
cheaper.
were getting into like the YouTube thing, as I was planning, as I still am planning, maybe, but it wouldn't. I don't even think it would be a 16-inch MacBook Pro, honestly, at that point. It would just
Yeah,
be like a. It would be nice if they also released like M1X Mac Mini.
that would be
I feel like it has to happen, right?
sweet. That would be
I don't.
that would be all I need, honestly.
Yeah, I feel like it has to happen. Where they can put the same exact power supply. All these things. Maybe the same fan, I'm sure, will be enough to
Yeah.
to cool. And there you go. Boom, you have yourself. Also, the integrated graphics. Well, it's like more contested because they just doubled it. But the estimated like graphical performance is rated at like 5.5 teraflops of performance, which is same or more than the Radeon 5000, whatever the fuck they were using in iMacs and stuff. So
crazy. This is insane. Yeah.
it is.
It's honestly, it's a good time to get into Macs, I guess, because
It is.
yeah,
I don't regret at all switching to MacBook.
yeah. I just have to sell my previous Macs for when they before they released all the new ones, because yeah,
yeah,
because they will drop in value so fast, so much.
You can sell them and then wait, not spend the money that you get and see what the new stuff is and how much it's going to cost, and then if you need it, of course.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's going to be a good investment at that point.
Yeah,
maybe 14-inch Pro. If I had like a super powerful laptop, that would probably be the 14-inch Pro or iMac. Although I don't have room for iMac, so
no,
I don't think Maurice would be very enthusiastic about just getting an iMac instead of a PC.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't see that happening also.
Well, I'm sure we don't have much longer to wait before that's announced.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
I think it's going to be soon.
I believe the iMacs are maybe a month, 2 months, 3 months maybe away.
Also, Apple discontinued iMac Pro.
Yeah, I heard about that. They discontinued. I heard that you can't configure an iMac Pro anymore.
They just have the units that they have, and there'll be no more new ones.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, iMac Pro. So
well, it's an old SKU. I think they're gonna streamline. Actually, now that we are also talking about it, they already kind of streamlined the Air and Pro 13-inch Pro. Now you only choose your SSD size and RAM. I think this is going to be the same exact thing with maybe not Mac Pro, perhaps, but everything up to that point, I think is going to be the same exact thing. iMacs and MacBook Pro 16-inch is going to be very minimal.
That's such an Apple thing to do. Like everything, it's just the M1. You don't need to know anything more. How much RAM or how much CPU, how much it's the M1.
I low-key appreciate it because there were moments in time before 2020 when I was considering that I would like to try a MacBook again. But then the moment I started looking into all the models and all the CPUs and all the this one comes with graphics and this one doesn't, and this one comes with this much RAM but this one doesn't, and it's like
I know what you mean. Yeah, it takes time. It takes you have to learn and it's constantly changing anyway. So with the Intel and AMD, technology moves forward anyway. So it's you have to be on top of it. So, but yeah, for us it's yeah, at least we know where to get the information if you really needed to. So it's like, it's all right, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's less than I didn't like. It wasn't confusing as much as it was just. It was making it more difficult to commit to buying something because, like,
yes,
am I buying the correct
yeah,
configuration?
because yeah, you start to have second thoughts because if you're committing to one thing and that's the that's the modern society problem pretty much, that you have so many choices that you start to feel like there is something absolutely perfect for me out there.
Yeah, I guess.
That
But that's what I was actually getting to, because it wasn't
yeah.
the same with M1. Well, I mean, there wasn't much to be confused about. But I was, reflecting of, do I get the 16 gigabyte model or the 8 or which SSD? But that wasn't very easy to come to terms with.
Yeah.
The SSD, the moment I realized that I can get like a higher capacity SSD for the same amount of money that Apple charges for the upgrade, 256 to 512, that was like a no-brainer. I was like, okay, whatever, 256. The gigabyte, 16 and 8 gigabyte, I would suggest that to anyone who is like looking to buy a M1 MacBook, to go for 16 if they can find one, because it's also not easy to do. But if you can find it, go for it if you are going to keep it for an extended period of time. But when I was buying the laptop, I was already kind of thinking that I will use it for a few years until they release the M1 or whatever, MacBook Air redesign that is rumored to happen in the next few years.
Yeah.
So I think that is going to be, the next upgrade for me.
Okay. Yeah.
So I was like, whatever, I'll use 8 and then sell it for like a decent amount of money and get the redesign.
That's like a decent plan to me.
But it was easy to like make sense of it in my head. But like previously, it was very confusing. Especially, it is even more confusing and problematic when you don't live in the States and you can't buy stuff directly from Apple, because you would never get all the different configurations of all the different Macs in Estonia. You either would have to be like custom order from somewhere for it to be like imported or whatever.
Yeah.
Or you just adjust to whatever they have.
Yeah.
And whatever they have is not always what you want.
Yeah.
So I feel like this simplicity is good.
Yeah. I went through all this because I was like also searching for 16 and 16 gigabytes of RAM on the N500 SSD. So I was like, eBay, Amazon, every kind of e-store. Okay, how much is it in the States? I was even briefly like, is there anybody who can bring me one maybe from, I don't know. Like I was going through all of it. So, and finally, like I was like contacted one e-store in Estonia and are you able to configure it basically? And they were like, oh yeah, okay, technically, yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, it's possible. So if somebody is looking to buy a Mac, sometimes stores don't list all the SKUs that they have.
Yeah.
Question mark?
Question mark?
But I don't know what is the point of it. But I know maybe a month ago, maybe like 3 weeks ago, I was contacting Ideal for my phone. I was picking up my phone, and the person told me that they have the 16 gigabyte RAM models right there, like in the back room.
Yeah.
And they have the price that they that they rated it for. It was like 180 euros more than the 8 gigabyte model, which is a lot, honestly, for RAM. I guess you do have this Apple tax at that point, but still, you can buy it. You just have to ask, which is also strange.
Which
to
is
me, but,
weird.
Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know how do they leave it for special occasions, like customers?
I don't know, for enthusiasts, for people in the know.
Yeah, but why won't you list them? Or
I also don't quite understand it. Yeah.
If you have them, like
yeah,
a lot of
and it wasn't that I couldn't get it. he was like, "Oh, do you want me to bring one for you?" And I was like, "No, not really." But I was like, "Where were you like a month ago when I bought that thing?"
Yeah, yeah, exactly. How?
Yeah,
By the way,
so
how's your AirPods Pro situation? Any like?
I haven't. I was dealing with health, so I haven't been to
Okay.
Ideal. I was hoping they would like hurry up and open the new store in Kobamai here, but
Mm.
they haven't yet.
Oh, they haven't.
So I guess
Are they?
I guess huh?
Are they building it right now or?
Yeah, it's like empty and it says we're opening soon.
Hmm.
Yeah. So
Okay.
hopefully it will happen soon.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
But I should go.
Yeah. I
Well,
mean.
it said in that article in Estonian that you were showing a couple weeks ago that the program applies for AirPods for 2 years since the official release date.
Oh, it says 2 years.
I think so.
Really? Hold this.
At the very end, I think, of the article.
Oh, what? They have now AirPods Max here. Wait, what?
No. Do they also have some issues?
Do they have also?
We'll talk about it next week.
Yeah, yeah. Why do
I
they
need to
have
research.
Okay, weird. Oh, this is some kind of a general. Sorry. Oh, yeah, no, sorry. This was some kind of a general page or
Okay.
something. Does it say 2 years somewhere?
I think it was at the very end of the article.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I can't scroll far enough, but to see on the screen. Damn it! Because this is.
But it does say that?
Yeah, it does. It does.
Okay.
Can I somehow? No. This or that. Come on. Yes. Now I could. Yeah. 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's my good. Yeah, mixed. All right. That's good to know, but yeah, for me it's like a more nuanced because yeah, again, buying used, so sometimes I have no idea when it was like originally bought. So, but yeah, I mean,
Right.
so.
But still, it has been only a year since they came out. So.
Yes, I think so. I don't know when they can't even remember when the AirPods Pro came out, but yeah, so. Yeah. How about your Xbox situation?
Oh yeah, that was the last thing I wanted to mention.
Yes.
We ordered Xbox Series X.
Yes. How did that go? What was the process? Did you already know that you were gonna buy from Consolid? Or
Initially, we thought that we were going to buy the Xbox Series S because we wanted to be able to play the new Microsoft games because they bought a million studios and they're probably going to be exclusive to Xbox. And well, at least some of them will be good.
Yeah.
So we were like, we're going to buy the cheaper one and play the games when they come out. But then very quickly, we understood that Xbox Series S is kind of a scam. Like it doesn't do what Microsoft promised it would do at all.
In terms
like
of
this, like in terms of performance and resolution.
Okay, yeah.
Like the games that come out, it's kind of like Switch, sort of. Like it's supposed to be on paper, 1440p, 60 FPS console, but more often than not, it isn't.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. So we were like, okay, well, it still costs like not an insignificant amount of money, and it comes only with 512 gigabytes of storage. So you can't fit that many games on it, but it uses the same storage expansion as the Series X, which costs like 220 euros.
220, yeah.
So at that point, we were like, okay, well, do we pay a little bit more and get the Series X and just like not buy the expansion for now, since we're not going to be playing that many games on it, mostly for Game Pass. So we were like, whatever, let's wait for the price to, come down. So we've been monitoring the prices. PS5 is dropping in price slowly. It still costs like 800 euros, the digital console.
Oof.
But 800 is less than 1,000, so
Yes.
mathematically speaking, it's getting cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
But we decided that we are not going to buy consoles for more than 100 euros more than they were supposed to cost.
Mm-hmm.
So the recommended retail price for Series X is 500 euros, and we found it for 600 euros.
Yeah.
So we were like, whatever, let's get it.
Yeah, just to...
And the fact that we got tax return, well, not yet. We haven't gotten it yet, but we are getting tax return. So we're like, okay, whatever. Let's just get it. Let's just spend it on something stupid, or not stupid, but something something fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, and we were in from Consolid. We weren't sure if that is a good place to order from because we read some weird reviews about it. On the Google reviews, it has like super low score. But before buying
Really?
Xbox, we bought a different thing from them for the Switch. It was like a game and an accessory, and it was very smooth and very fast. They delivered it.
Mm-hmm.
So we were like, whatever. It says that they have it at their warehouse. Sure, we're gonna order.
Okay. How long?
So yeah,
How long did it arrive? Oh my god! What the fuck? What? 1.6 stars?
yeah.
Okay.
But we asked some friends who ordered also from them, and they said that yeah, it hasn't been any problem. I don't really know.
Wow.
Well, it hasn't arrived yet. We ordered it yesterday, so.
Oh.
But
Okay.
before that, we emailed them, and they said that the delivery will take 2 to 3 days. So it's standard.
2 to 3 days. Okay, that's...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the terrible reviews on Consolid.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what happened.
Wow.
There.
Very disappointed, like telling...
Something to do with PS5 pre-orders,
yeah.
right? They had this drama that they accepted pre-orders and then they couldn't, fulfill them like any other store.
Yeah, they will take money gladly, but cannot promise you anything. Don't recommend. Yeah. So just to give some anti-publicity to them, also to not to say that you should buy maybe your next Xbox Series X from Consolid, just to point out some negative experiences also here. Maybe, I don't know, just to...
Yeah. Well, these aren't my experiences, so I can't really speak to them. But no, I'll next week we're gonna record on when on Saturday. So I'm sure that I can't be sure, but I hope that it's gonna be here by then, so I will tell you about the experience.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. So Game Pass from day one?
Yeah, that's why we're buying it. So I went through all the games on Game Pass, and I was like, okay, well, that's quite a few games I would like to play, so I guess it's worth it.
Okay.
So we'll just add it to our monthly subscription budget.
All right. Anything specific?
Yeah. I want to play some of the Xbox One games that were upgraded for Series X. So Gears 5.
Gears 5, yeah.
I would like to check Forza, this racing game, even though I don't like racing games, but just to see what it looks like,
I feel racing games are the most niche games, I feel like.
They are, yeah. The only racing game I can play is Mario Kart. But at least, this one is probably looks beautiful, so I want to see that. Also, recently a horror game came out that I'm interested in. This is exclusive to Xbox Series X and S, The Medium.
The Medium. So
I'll play that. And Halo, perhaps.
Okay.
I maybe play through the story. I'm not a huge fan of Halo, but but it's mostly for there's some indie games that are on Game Pass that we would maybe play together, like couch co-op. That would be fun. But it's mostly it's kind of like an investment for the future. because all of the first-party games that Microsoft will release will come to Game Pass probably. Well, I imagine. What's the point otherwise? And there are quite a few studios that they bought that we like games from. So yeah, and so it was mostly like, okay, well, we have extra money that we can use, so let's just get it now and wait for PS5 to go down in price, and then we can buy it when it happens.
Yeah. Maybe.
There also has been some like technical issues with PS5s that we've been hearing about, so we're just waiting for it to come down.
Yeah, we'll see.
At this rate, we might as well wait for Slim, because who knows when the hell are the prices going to go down?
Yeah, the miniature version that actually fits in with your furniture, right?
We have one spot here that kind of fits it, but just barely.
Oh, you already measured it, yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy how big it is. How
yeah,
tall.
It is.
It is
crazy.
Xbox is also like,
it's sizable, but it's like
thick.
More in the sense of like a black box where you can like put somewhere into it. But the PS5 is more like a tower.
It is. It's kind of like a PC like size.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy. I imagine we're gonna have some smaller version at some point. I don't know. It depends on how quickly the prices go down. Maybe we will actually wait for slim version at that point. There aren't any games yet, so there aren't any games for Xbox either, for that matter. But it's just like, we could also buy overpriced PS5 right now,
Yeah, of course.
For 800 euros, but
yeah.
No, I refuse. I refuse to entertain this idea that you can just crank up the prices by like 2 times and sell it from actual stores.
Man, that is rough.
600 is also more expensive than it should be, but 100 euros is not 400 euros.
Yeah. Oh man.
So yeah, I'll report next week.
Yeah.
Hopefully, if we actually get it. Oh my goodness. It's actual like blizzard outside.
Yeah, welcome to the brace yourself.
Welcome to March.
Yeah, welcome to March in Estonia. Actual blizzards going on. Yeah, all right. That's about now. Oh,
yeah, that's about all we have.
Yeah, I just wanted to maybe mention like I don't know, the music stuff because
sure.
I don't know. Sure. Yeah. There have been some interesting developments in the music world right now because Stevie Wonder, one of my all-time favorite artists, is moving to Ghana, which is weird.
Okay.
Which is like, what? Why? And what? And why? When? I don't know. Yeah. Stevie Wonder... was it? I believe it was Ghana, yeah. Moving to Ghana, yeah. Super weird, but yeah. Oh crap!
I thought he may have been born in Ghana, but no. He was born in Michigan.
Yeah, Michigan. He's yeah. That's the weird part, honestly, because he's not. What the hell happened? Oh yeah. Which is moving to Ghana, yeah. So it's like he basically, the gist of it is like he's moving of racial reasons, basically, because he's not basically proud where the country is in this point of time. So, and I believe he was performing in Ghana in the 70s somewhere, and he really liked it there, and that's why he has been talking about Ghana for 10 years 15 years maybe now, or something like that, and that he said he wants to move there, but now he finally like confirmed that he's moving there.
Okay.
Are you aware where Ghana is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Africa.
Yeah.
I think it's what, Central Africa?
Yeah, it's It's I believe that's called Central Africa. Yeah. So yeah, he's moving with the whole family to Ghana, and which is like an interesting decision. But yeah, this has been confirmed. He said like a week ago or something like that to Oprah Winfrey, to confirm to Oprah in an interview.
Yeah, it's like actual Central Africa.
Yeah. So.
Closer to like North Africa.
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know.
Interesting.
So super weird, but yeah. So he was already in talks with the president of Ghana. And the president of Ghana was already allowing him to own some land there. So yeah, he's set up. But yeah, I don't know. My all-time favorite, one of my all-time favorite artists, and yeah, that's the other news in there's a new album that everybody was expecting. Kings of Leon released a new album, which is, I don't know, which is cool when you see yourself. Damn it, I did it again. Crap. The wrong window. Here, paste. When you
Kings of Leon.
Yeah, Kings of Leon released a new album, a long anticipated. So yeah, if you're fan of Kings of Leon, I'm not really myself, but yeah, this has been like a lot of people were waiting for this, and I mean, they're okay. Not a huge King of.
I will listen.
Yeah, I mean,
by next week.
Some new music.
Since we're already talking about media,
yeah,
we watched an amazing Netflix series.
Yeah,
I recommend it to anyone who has any interest in good television, I guess.
Yeah.
Called The Queen's Gambit.
Yeah, I've heard about it. Oh my god, so many people are talking about it. I haven't watched it. So how is it?
It's kind of incredible.
Really?
Morris isn't as hot on it, but I told him that it's the best limited series that I've seen since Chernobyl.
Wow! Oh! That's putting on the pedestal here. Okay, that's quite the praise.
I mean, it's hard to compare them, of course, because they're completely different shows.
Yeah.
But it's like really good. 7 episodes, from 45 to an hour length, I think, something about that.
How many?
You probably know it's.
How many episodes? How many episodes?
7.
7. Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah.
It's kind of amazing.
Hmm.
It won the best limited series at Golden Globes.
I have to check
the
that
best
out.
Performance by the main actor. Really, really good. And I have like surface level knowledge of chess, but they managed to make it exciting and dramatic.
It's about chess, really?
Yeah. The Queen's Gambit.
Yes. I have no idea, but yeah, I have heard
about like a genius female chess player. And how it's not based on true events. It has some like references to history, but it is based on a novel. But it is kind of it's kind of amazing. The main performance is great. It has all the payoffs. Everything happens. You have ups and downs. You have substance abuse. You have drugs. You have people dying. You have
don't spoil. Okay.
Sexist men doing things like it has everything.
Okay.
I would recommend it to anyone.
I will.
At first, I was like,
there's a review of yours. I will switch from my original that we are watching right now. I will switch to this probably because
I think Melissa would appreciate it as well. I know she likes like things grounded in reality, things like that. Even though it's based on a fictional novel, but it is very much like historical fiction, I guess you could say. It's really good. The main actor is amazing.
We have been watching How to Sell Drugs Online Fast, just super random. But yeah, I mean, it's super weird in the sense of like it's based in Germany, in a small town in Germany, and the whole series is in German. They have subtitles, of course, in English, but and since I can't speak in German, I understand everything what they're saying, but yeah, Melissa's reading the subtitles. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't really recommend it. I mean, it's not like anything special, but it's I was just more curious about the title. It's exactly what the title says basically, but yeah, it's still interesting. And even yeah, I mean, the acting is not like amazing, but yeah, I don't know, something interesting. But yeah, I will probably, because of your review of the Queen's Gambit, I will change to the Queen's Gambit now.
It takes, I just checked, it's 6.5 hours long, the whole thing. Sorry, very quick.
That's awesome.
It's very, I wouldn't say we binged it, we watched it about maybe like 4 days.
Oh, okay.
5 days. So I mean, yeah, you can binge it, of course, yeah. I mean, there's nothing. It's like a long movie, basically.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Well, 6 hours is quite a long movie, but yeah.
Yeah. It ends conclusively, so there will be no season 2, as I understand. It's just limited series. This is the best stuff. We've been very critical about Netflix's canceling stuff all the time, and just like making more shitty reality TV that like people watch, of course, because people love shitty reality TV, and canceling good scripted shows. And it's like, like, what's the point? What's the point of being invested in Netflix shows anymore if they're gonna be canceled?
Yeah.
So we were like, okay, if the show gets to season 3 on Netflix, we can start watching it. But if it's just season 1, then I mean, or if it's a limited series, if it's a limited series, you watch it. It's good, bad, whatever, and then you move on.
Yeah. Okay. I guess
that's right up. We're already over 2 hours.
Yeah, we're 2.
It's because last week was short.
Yeah, exactly. So this is 2.
We're compensating.
Two shows in one right now. But yeah, I did the last week. I did like also like an hour 05 or something like that. So it's like. It was really weird and short, so I was like nobody to have going back and forth with. So it was like, okay, I guess I'm gonna move on because I don't know. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I guess it's weird. So it's like live.
It's
live show like that is
Yeah. It's gonna be really short, but
No, 1 hour is respectable.
Yeah, but yeah, this is. I like this way more because, yeah, I mostly like to know what's going on with you and what's going on. And yeah, I like to learn about the Queen's Gambit. I would never have otherwise like known about well, I have heard about it, the Queen's Gambit, and pretty much I was
it definitely got some press.
Yeah. Kind of. Yeah, but I was like, okay, yeah, sure. Netflix paid the press, and I want like a genuine, actual, like you just did, like you like it because of these reasons, and so yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, of course you can't spoil anything because spoilers. But okay, when you finish, we can also talk about it.
Yeah. Oh, quick update also. I don't know if this is any relevant or I don't know, interesting. I just started to mine also crypto. I just wanted to basically know what the process is and what's going on with how does stuff work? Because one of my good friends was asking about it, and I tried to explain it to him, and he was like, had some valid questions, and he had some really interesting takes on it, because he thought if you're gonna mine something, it's basically there's a factor of luck involved into it also somehow, because if you mine crypto, then you don't know how much crypto you're gonna get. Basically, he was under the impression of, yeah, I don't know, maybe I will get 1 Bitcoin or 3 or 5 or 9, I don't know. Yeah, so, and I was like, no, that's not how it works. You will get a specific amount every time. So there's no, you will mine for 3 months and you will get nothing. There is no system like that.
I don't know why it's called mining. It should be called growing Bitcoin.
Yeah, I mean, the mining term is, yes, that's what I'm also like, why is it called mining? It doesn't,
cultivating.
Yeah, this doesn't help the confusion part also. So this is crypto mining. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah,
well,
so
we can talk about it next time, about your escapades.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's been mining for 4 days. It's about like €3 per day, ish. So it's like 70, 80 euros per month. So, and that's with 24/7 computer go.
And how much would you have to pay extra for electricity?
For a month in the office, €12.
12 euros more?
€12 for my electricity, we have already reached, like, I already told the guys that I will pay the €12 extra that my computer is taking here in the office. So, so yeah, €12 per month.
Oh, you still make 58.
Yeah, something like that.
No, that's okay.
I mean, free money, I guess. So for doing literally nothing. So, and by the way, I'm mining right now also on this computer, and so this computer right now is mining and streaming to YouTube right now also, and it's it looks okay, and we're not like a slideshow all over the place here. So I put the limiter also on it, so I put like a 70% limit on my graphics card, basically. That is not like going 100% full throttle everything. It's like 70% right now, so and that's
interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. So crypto mining, have to educate myself here also to answer all the questions from all the people that are. Oh yeah, and I can, because all my friends here in the office are also getting into crypto mining. So have you seen, for example, a crypto mining rig? It can be like a regular computer, like a computer case you have seen, of course, but have you seen like a crypto miner with like 6 graphics cards and basically like no? Yeah, that's why. So my friend is building one, so I don't know if you can see this.
So it's just like a board, like
it's
open.
Like a open, like a wooden, like a bench. Like a wooden bench, you build it yourself. You put like 6 graphics cards on it, and you would put like a mining motherboard where you can, because a regular motherboard doesn't take like 6 graphics cards, so you have to have like a special mining board which is similar to a regular motherboard, and power supply, SSD, and you will put it in your garage, because you don't really, ideally, or maybe you can, if you don't mind, you can put it in your living room also, if you don't mind the sound and the heat. But since it's winter, it's kicking a lot of heat also into the garage. So
of course.
So I don't know.
Fascinating.
So mining, because crypto mining is right now happening, and people are going crazy over graphics cards, and so are my friends here right now. So I mean, like, bad time to build a computer, so because graphics cards super expensive, but
Wait until somebody finds a way to mine cryptocurrency with Xboxes and PlayStation 5s.
Oh, it will come. It will come.
Then we will never see them.
Yeah, then it's. Oh my god! At the end of the stream, load is a film. I think crypto mining is most pointless thing that humankind can do, just wasting energy for nothing. So funny to think about what it technically is. Yeah, I totally understand. Yeah, crypto mining is just for crypto heads, I guess, or like, yeah. If you're into crypto mining, then I'm not, like, I can make some free money, I guess. So why not? That's basically my stance. Although, yeah, and I can sell it in the future through Coinbase. But yeah, it's silly to think that. Do you know what the graphics card does and how it makes money? Are you aware of the process? Basically, the crypto mining, the card itself is solving technically a mathematical problem, like a mathematical formula, which will end in like a row of numbers and letters. So this is like the answer to this mathematical problem technically. And that's what crypto mining basically is. Solving mathematical problems, and you will, at the end of it, every crypto is basically you're looking at me like, okay, yes, very interesting.
I don't understand then why the GPU is the most important component for a rig and not the CPU.
Because it has the most compute power.
Okay.
Because it has. I mean, technically, you can mine also on CPUs, but they're not as well. You have to have a crazy CPU also. Like then you can, and I believe graphics cards are the most efficient in that sense. So yeah,
mining crypto is the 2021 equivalent of I make $3,000 per week working from home. Find out on this link.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's those can be those advertisements can be for anything. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. I agree. I agree. It's completely like weird, and what is this exactly? I get value out of a mathematical formula's answer, basically. So I get money for numbers and letters. Okay, weird. It has some kind of value. Anyway, yeah, but that's about it for this week. And man, this has been a record 2 hours 52 minutes. Nice, very nice, very nice.
Wait, 2 hours 52 minutes?
2 hours and 52 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
That is
all right. Time to go.
Yeah, time to go. All right. Oh, it has been lovely, and hope you're doing well, and hope to see you again next week, right?
Yeah, and with our updates on Xboxes and ones and crypto mining.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And I need to try I'm gonna go try my iOS apps on this thing here. I need to. I completely forgot to try that. That was the most exciting part to me. I want to put Reddit on it. Yes.
Yeah. I use Reddit in the browser. But...
And Instagram or maybe something. We'll see.
Well, we'll see you next week, next Saturday.
Yes. All right. And you will go, make food and play some games, or what's going on with you?
Yes.
Yes.
So I'll probably make
Those
some
things.
food and probably do something
Perfect. All right.
after that.
Perfect.
All right. See you next week. We'll be in touch. Thank everybody for tuning in, and we apologize for running extra long today, but it will be back to normal probably duration, right?
Okay.
Next week.
Oh, I have to interrupt. Lotus the film said, let's do 3 hours. So,
3 hours. We already talked about everything that there is to talk about.
Yeah, Lotus film you can watch like almost 3 hours. I think you joined in way too late. So you have like almost 2 hours of extra content anyway.
Oh my god, the value! You don't have to pay anything for it.
The bang for buck.
Isn't that great?
Yes. All right.
Totally.
Take care and see you again next week. Bye.
Bye.